Y'all remember this? Hey, family. This is Dr. Kia Pruitt. This is September 17th, 2022, and the time is 7:00 p.m. How you doing, family? I am so happy to be here with you this evening. Listen, I thought I would come in a festive mood, because I'm feeling good today. Yes, I am. I know earlier today I was on a rampage. You know what? People know me as being a very kind, sweet, loving, joyous woman that I am. But let me tell you something. When it comes to family, discipline, structure, and order, I can be a drill sergeant. Okay, now, everybody will tell you that I'm a calm lady. I have a lot of energy though, and I'm a very happy person. But when it comes to how people need to conduct themselves and how we must have integrity and how children need to have order and structure and family need to be together and disciplined, I am not one to be played with. You all don't believe me? Ask my children. They will tell you. I was not the type of mother who would lay back and let you do anything you desired to do. I am the type of woman who has high expectations for myself, high expectation for my children, my family members, and everybody around me. So if you're in my circle, you are a highly self-actualized individual. You best believe that. You look around Dr. Kia Pruitt's circle, the people in her direct circle are smarter than she, have higher vibrations than she, or at least at the same level, and are disciplined, structured, and self-actualized, okay? So when I talk about how our children need to behave, I am really serious about that. So that's why it looked like I was on a rampage earlier today. So I said, you know what? Ooh, I need my fan. I said, let me just come back with some good music to make people happy, to let them know and remind them that I can still have fun. But I was raised by my mother. My mother didn't play. We had high expectations. Okay, everybody lived according to high rules and morals and principles and values, or else you can get the stepping out of her house. All right, now let's come back to earth. Peace. Peace. How y'all doing? All right, we do have lots of great news. I'm not going to waste your time. Let me tell you something. When I recorded earlier, I did it from my computer and it uploaded really quickly. But from the phone, it seems to take forever. Sometimes it will take 3 or 4 hours. One time I did a video, it literally took 8 hours and the video was less than 30 minutes from my phone. So I don't know if it's because maybe my phone is recording in frames. I don't know if YouTube is tripping on a sister, because they used to really heavily censor me, but they've gotten lax. in recent times. Listen, we do have some wonderful news. I don't know if you all heard, but a 79-year-old ex-CIA agent who is on his deathbed made a deathbed confession that he and the CIA were part of a cahoots or a plot to destroy the World Trade Tower Center building number 7. Yes, he said they tapped on his shoulders because he had a mechanical engineering background. And he said back then, if the CIA asked you to do something, you just did it. You didn't question them. And this is something that he said I thought was a little peculiar. He said, I thought I was doing something for the good of humanity, so I obeyed orders. Okay, imploding the towers is for the good of humanity, and then they blamed it on the Middle East and caused a war between us and Muslims in the Middle East, and then heavily censored us. But okay, I guess you can say that was good for humanity, and many people, our friends and family members, died. But alrighty then. So he was given a few weeks to live. So he did his right. He did his civil duty, and he told the truth. His 79-year-old's name is Malcolm Howard. Thank you for admitting that. We've been saying forever that this was an inside job, and now we know it to be the truth. Listen, here's another thing that happened that I thought was really interesting. President Donald Trump told his aides, his staffers, his assistants, and anybody working for him, including his allies, to shred any documents or subpoenas that come from the FBI. He said, you don't have to listen to it, just shred it. Now, I thought this was interesting because this happened right after Mike Lindell, the pillow guy, the one who's the CEO of My Pillow. He was surrounded by the FBI in his automobile after he came from lunch eating at an Arby's. So the FBI had the audacity to raid him and take his cellular device and his electronic devices, all his other electronic devices. So President Donald Trump said, you know what? I'm just going to get funky with it. That's Dr. Kia Pruitt's words. He said the FBI is an unconstitutional entity. Look, I have the article. I have the proof, baby. I have the source for it. So don't come for me. I'm going to put it right in the description section of this very video. Just like we've been saying, the FBI is unconstitutional. He said it is an unconstitutional entity. It is illegal and unlawful, and nobody has to listen to them. I want to give you the direct words he said. He said, this is a cabal, a felonious administration. Speaking of the FBI, he said, President Trump said, I want people to know that you don't have to abide by unconstitutional orders. Yes, 2 snaps in a circle in Z formation, baby. He said it with his own lips. Have not we been saying the FBI, CIA, IRS, and all IMF and all those 3 little organizations, CPS, and those alphabet letter organizations are unlawful. They are not a part of the republic. They are not governmental, but they are corporate entities that have nothing to do with our republic, our government, or we the people. He went on to say that they've been targeting people and that nobody has to abide by something that is unconstitutional. He said everything going on with the Biden administration or the Biden regime is fictitious. And he wants everybody to know that the deep state is easily provoked. He said that we must take an organized stance against the FBI and the deep state. Now, I'm telling you, friends and family members, this is so exciting because remember we said when a republic is restored, they all have to come down. Now we have President Trump saying it out of his mouth that they are unconstitutional and unlawful and nobody has to abide by what they say. In other news, I don't know if you saw the Queen Elizabeth's her funeral procession, but rumor has it that it looked a little weird. Okay, I don't know if you saw that the flag that was over the casket was wrinkled. Now, what insiders are saying is that if you have a wrinkled flag over the casket during a funeral procession that is, in a certain administration, then that means or equates to Treason. Can I say the word now on YouTube? Are y'all gonna stop censoring me? Because it seems like y'all been, having a little mercy on the sister. Y'all know how to spell Treason is what they said a wrinkle flag represents. And not only did they say that, but they said that there was a license plate on the car in which the body was that said WP 4597. And the insiders that we've been listening to have said that WP equates to witness protection. 45 as in President 45 and 97, which is the year Princess Diana passed away. Now, is this a white hat operation? Are they operating in codes? Because you all know they speak in numerology, they use codes, they use gematria. And for all of you who don't know, gematria is a numerological type of coded structure or methodology in which people high up Freemasons speak to us. So sometimes when you look at a word, you can then crunch the numbers, put it into the gematria calculator, and get a coded message. So this is what they said. WP 4597 equates to witness protection, President 4597, as in Princess Diana having died during 1997. Now, you all know on this channel, and some people try to come for me like, oh, you're reporting old news. We knew this already. Listen, I know that most of you know that Princess Diana is allegedly alive, but I still have to talk about it because we have new friends and family members joining our soul family. Don't you want me to catch them up to date? Come on now, family. Yes, we have heard that Princess Diana did not die in the car crash. Somebody tell me why 2 days ago when I did a report, I said she died in a plane crash. It was an oopsie. I don't know how I said that, but we all know it was a car crash. Now, they say she's going to come forward with at least 100 other people who have been in witness protection program. So, of course, she allegedly is in witness protection program, which makes sense that the Queen's casket said WP Witness Protection 4597. I can't wait for Princess Diana to come out. So, she's been in witness protection. She couldn't let us know what happened. They say she never really died. Some say she never divorced Prince Charles. Oh my God, it's a mess. They even say that she and President Trump are married and had a baby. And Barron, who happens to look like her, and remember that summer when he grew like a couple feet? He's a really tall young fella. But anyway, they say Barron Trump is the love child. Well, I mean, the child that was had within the confines of marriage between Princess Diana and President Trump. Do tell. Honey, we got the deets. That's not all that's been going on. Now, I told y'all I have had family members in witness protection. Don't come asking me what happened. I can't tell you all that, but I can tell you we had to sneak around. They had hide their ID. We couldn't let nobody know we were seeing them. We couldn't really be out open in the public. Gotta watch the cameras and all that. Oh, that's a real program, okay? This really happens when you are married to certain people or when you're a part of certain activities, whether it's benevolent or nefarious. And I ain't telling y'all nosy. I ain't telling y'all if this family member was involved in good stuff or not, or if they snitched up. Y'all quit being so nosy, okay? I'm not telling y'all all these details. Okay, but Princess Di, if you are alive, come back because we fell in love with you. We could see your good, positive energy. We could see your vibrations were different than from Queen Elizabeth. Okay, so come on back, Princess. We will welcome you back, honey, especially you married to our president too. Girl, do tell. And if it's true you did not divorce Charles, are you really the queen over there in the UK? I don't know. Somebody please in the description section, let us know what you think is going on, okay? We heard this about her a couple years ago, and Michael Jackson being alive and a lot of other celebrities and Elvis Presley, okay? So tell us what you think, and while you're at it, like this video and make your comments, pass it along, share. Family, I know on the video I did before this one, I was on a rampage. I was talking about how we family members need to get our acts together, we parents, and get these children disciplined because they're acting out in the schools. Now, I've been teaching in the school system. I'm just telling y'all what I see in the school. Why y'all coming for me? Now, when I tell men, get off your knees, get on your feet, establish a militia if the government has gone rogue, and become providers and protectors, men will say, thank you, Dr. Pruitt, for the reminder, for the support and encouragement. And some sisters, when I say we got to do better and stop acting like we just out here shaking our bottoms and acting wild and aggressive, some women would be like, thank you, Dr. Pruitt. You're right, girl. I just kind of had me a high girl summer. I just lost it for, a few days, few months, a few weeks. I'm going to get it together. And then some will come for me and be like, here you go. Why? Beating up on the black woman. Why? We got it so hard. Why? Even though you're the most educated in the country, according to statistics, even though a lot of us say we a bad ticket, we don't need men, then we want to why when somebody try to hold us accountable. Come on now. Y'all know we can all do better. So I'm not on that rampage today. I'm giving you the news. Guess what happened in New York? The FBI arrested an election commissioner after it was reported that he took part in absentee ballot fraud scams during this wasn't 2020, but the 2021 elections. So if they have started arresting people involved in voter fraud, that means we must be close to the end of this war. Now, speaking of being close to the end of the war, I feel like something is about to happen. I don't know what it is, but in case you haven't heard, a lot of entertainers have canceled their tours, their concerts, and their shows. What's going on? So who are some of the people? Let me just look at this list right quick. I don't know who Mandy somebody is. Okay, I don't know. But the Fugees and Justin Bieber and The Weeknd, somebody named Luke Combs, and who was Carlos Santana and they gave a whole list of entertainers that have just canceled their tours between the months of September and November. What do they know that we don't know? Is something about to happen? It kind of is reminiscent of the 1,300 CEOs who left their posts prior to the lockdown. Remember when 1,300 CEOs of major corporations left their posts as if they knew something was going to happen during the pandemic shutdown? Remember that happened? That happened like March 13, 2020. We were like, what's going on? Now, we knew over here on this channel that there was a list of CEOs and government agents and Congress people or lawmakers who were a part of a sealed indictment. We also know on that sealed indictment list were inside traders, people who were spoofing the markets. But not too long ago, I reported that those sealed indictments have become unsealed. And when they arrested inside traders, in that article, it said this was an enthusiastic arrest because they were coming for and locking up people who had been a part of the sealed indictment list. Ooh, something juicy about to happen, y'all. I can feel it in my bones. And you all knew that the Queen's death was a marker. Remember when Betty White died? That's when we were like, oh man, Betty White was called the Queen of Comedy. And some people said she even presented as Queen Elizabeth, sometimes played that role. I don't want to go that far because I don't have proof of that. But when she died, we knew it would only be a matter of time before they made the official announcement that Queen Elizabeth died, because she really passed on about 2 years ago. But why now? Why now, family? I don't know, but you know something is about to happen. You can feel it in the atmosphere. You know that the Lionsgate happened in August. It opened up, and the Lionsgate is a time when you're supposed to come out roaring like a lion. It's a time of prosperity. It is a time of infinite prosperity, infinite abundance. August 8th, all these 8s. 8, my life path number is 8, represents prosperity. Also, when you look at the 8 and you turn it on its side, it represents the symbol of infinity. What happened when the Lion's Gate opened? Okay, and you're supposed to come out roaring like a lion. I'll tell you what happened on that day. A lot of things, but one thing in particular we do know happened was what happened at Mar-a-Lago. Y'all remember that? When they had the raid, the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago. Something is going on, okay? This is really interesting because the FBI a judge ruled against the FBI in the Trump Mar-a-Lago fiasco when they raided the the Mar-a-Lago or Trump's home, there was an there was a judge that ruled against the FBI sting. He said that that raid was illegal and that all documents must be turned over to a special master judge. I'm going to put that information in the description section for you to listen to use your own discernment to see if you feel, believe, or know that to be the truth. Now, I think we're almost finished. I was trying to wrap this up before 30 minutes so that I can get on with my evening. But Pope Francis just requested that the bank accounts of the United States, he just requested the bank accounts and the United States, of the United States and the Federal Reserve. What does he want with these bank accounts? He made a decree, and in this decree, he said all financial and liquid assets that are held in the banks must be moved to the Vatican within 30 days of September 1, 2022. What happens within 30 days of September 1? I'll wait. I'll let you think about it. What's 30 days after September 1? Ding, 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 bingo, you got it! October 1st. What is October 1st? That is the fourth fiscal or financial quarter. Do you all remember when President Donald Trump said a few years ago that the fourth quarter would be the greatest quarter? We kept saying fourth quarter what year? Because we done gone through the pandemic. We done gone through all these things you got to get in your arm. We done gone through being kicked out of our jobs and fired. And what's Q4? President Trump? Could it be this one? So what is going to happen? Why did Pope Francis ask for all of the accounts and say that they must be, what did he say? Let's see. His decree said that financial and liquid assets held in the banks must be moved to the Vatican within 30 days of September 1. Now, I'm not even sure Pope Francis is alive. So whoever is acting as him, let me tell you, I can tell that all of this is a white hat operation. Even with the guy admitting that the towers were imploded by the CIA, we know the white hats are allowing this information to come out. So I'm excited about it. I hope you're excited about it. Things are changing. Things are getting better, family. Let's keep our vibrations raised and high to the sky so that we can help liberate humanity. Because did you know that your energy actually can make people joyful, can make people happy, can make people feel good and ascend in consciousness to become one with the divine creator that created all things, and thus that will cause a great awakening all across the globe. Family, this is our time. Do you hear me? This is our time. We are making a great impression on the multiverse, on the universe, and I am so happy about that. How do you feel about that, family? I'm telling you, let's just rejoice about it as we go out on this outro. My name is Dr. Kia Pruitt, and I hope I helped to raise your vibrations and get you excited about what is to come. Because family, we were enslaved together, we will be liberated together. Where we go one, we go all. Thinking about the things put me through. I've been wasting my